All right, exterior of mithoff. This fence is going to go away. So here we're going to have to take like this rod and these clamps and put it over here so that this fence remains tight and is attached to that post. And then we will remove everything from this post over. This tree goes away. That tree goes away. I want to try to jack these out of the ground so we can get the concrete out. And I think we just get rid of this fence all the way along here. All the way here, get rid of that little bit of wood fence there. We're gonna have to scrape and paint the chimney, or this chimney back of this fireplace. Also scrape and paint that thing. Color to be determined. And then we probably end up painting the block around the bottom of the house. Gutters probably need replaced. The soffits need to be built. They will do that when they do the siding. We're probably going to need to take the trim off of these windows, because when we put the new stuff in, when we rebuild the window from the inside, the outside is just going to be wrapped with aluminum and J-channel put on it. So we're going to have to figure out how to make that look decent on the outside as well. And we'll redo the inside. I mean, much like this, where all this trim is gone and the window is kind of flush with the outside, and then we just J-channel up to it and have to do some aluminum. We'll do an aluminum frame around it. J-channel to that. This sidewalk, like this goes all, it's gone, demoed out. This, I think we talked about getting rid of this here. The porch, my guess is we just kind of wrap the whole porch, wrap the ceiling, everything, just cover it all in aluminum. And then we do the front rails somehow. I hate that these things are so short. It's not really code. And I think we're gonna get dinged on that because we have a permit. So unfortunately, I guess when this comes out, we're gonna have to pull that, and then we will, these landscape timbers can come out and we can work on underneath this porch. The porch seems fairly flat. I don't feel like it's really having any problems, but this wood is really bad. You can see there's OSB back there, plywood or something. So we need to peel off this, whatever this stuff here is, lattice, and fix the wood that's underneath here. And we just paint it, eliminate the lattice, and just cover it in like, when do we do the house in Delaware maybe? That bracket can come off, those numbers can come off. We'll put different ones on. We'll put a different light. In fact, I'll probably have him put a light in the ceiling instead of on the wall there, because there's not much room. Gutters, downspouts. I want to have this blue, the siding removed, because we have all of these different transition levels on this whole side. So I want to get all of this, the old siding removed here. We might as well take it off from this front corner too, and just get it off. This concrete's gone. I think depending on what we do with the fence in the backyard, we either remove this gate or we gotta fix it so it doesn't drag on the ground. This thing we need to make sure we don't destroy, cut off. But once this stuff is off, once this siding here is off, we're gonna have to fix like this stuff that's taped to it, and anywhere that we have old and new, you know, like we got that trim there that's got to come off. I mean, there's a hole in the siding there we've got to fix. All that stuff will need to be repaired. All the seams will need to be taped. A piece of plywood can fit in there or something. That's what we need to do to make it watertight. That's all this trim around the back door comes off. Side door. I think we removed this. Oh, watch yourself. We just removed this this thing, deck. We could start by peeling off the boards and leaving the posts. I don't know. I don't even know what this is sitting on over here. I think we just take this whole thing down and we'll just build a new one. It's not going to take much to build a new one. We can get that door set properly and we can hang it off of the house here. No big deal. Back here. This was some kind of a well that's filled in. We need to get the remnants of this away. If we put a patio out here, I don't think it's going to be very big, but I think we fill in. I think we need to put a block window there. Maybe there's one on that side too. And this siding on this needs to come off, I think just here. Just on this portion. I think this side, we need to get it. This is pretty well adhered. It's not crumbling. We don't have big gaps there. Gosh, it really sucks that they put that thing right there, that dryer vent. But anyway, I think we just peel the gutters down and we can get rid of that. Peel the gutters down. This stuff can all be spray foamed from the inside, and then we can tape the outside here. That thing comes off, that vent. And then all these wire, this conduit and stuff in the corner needs to come out. There's a light up here that needs to come off the wall. Yeah, so I think removing that makes this all better. So this here, we got to get a thing for it. The door, we got to get a door for this. So we're probably gonna need to put new 2x6 or something frame around that. Probably the sides, top, maybe even the bottom, and maybe patch some of the concrete to fill in where the 2x goes, and then put a new door on it. That pipe can come off of there. This plywood needs to come off. This fence is shot back here. It's even worse on this side. But clean up the yard. That stump needs to cut lower. Concrete, clean out the garage. Bob's your uncle. Okay, mithoff. We're gonna need to replace the front door. The whole house is gonna need insulated. We're gonna need to go around, and all of this, we gotta make sure this blocking is in everywhere on the bottom. So there's some spots where it's missing. And then we're gonna have to spray foam. We're gonna have to get the fire blocking spray foam, and we're gonna have to fill every gap all the way around that. And we're gonna have to make sure that all gaps are filled everywhere on the between the first and second floor. Now this is all attic space, so I'm not sure what they're going to require here, but we might as well just make sure that there's no gaps. We got to make sure there's no gaps in the wall cavities between the first and second floor, so that if a fire starts inside the wall cavity, it doesn't have free access to up above. That's going to mean back here where this all of this back here is going to have to be closed off behind here. So we're going to have to put something. What we can do is take a piece of, we can even use a piece of drywall and screw it to the bottom of the rafters there, the top of this, and just so it goes from here all the way back, and spray foam any gaps all the way around everywhere. This room looks okay. We're gonna have to work, oh, there's a rope here that's gotta go away. We're gonna have to work on a little bit of work on the floors. There's some holes, a few holes that are gonna need patched. The old, these pipes need to come out. I think there's old gas lines or wiring or something. The old ductwork has to be removed. It's going to be removed in the basement, but the floors all need patched. These little gaps like this will be taken care of by the flooring guys. We need to deal with major, large gaps. These windows are, these jambs are going to need to be fixed. We need to fix them so that we can wrap them with drywall. So really it looks like this is the access to the, oh, there's a piece down there and there's a piece there. Maybe we can somehow piece that back together and wrap it with drywall. The only thing is, if we wrap it with drywall, this stuff has to be no deeper than these. Right now it's sticking out in front of these. So we may need to pull these 4 windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, pull them and kind of remake the openings, kind of reframe the openings so that they are like any one of those. And then they can just be wrapped in drywall and we don't have to trim on them. I need to go through and get any of this stuff here that needs to be returned. Some hangers and different things that we can return. All the gaps that are in the exterior walls need to be covered. It's like there's some there, there's one there. There's random stuff where they, did the new meets the old that we need to work on. Some of that we'll see outside a little better. There's some small gaps here. Ah, shoot, he was supposed to take care of that. Yeah. We're gonna have to raise this. This is above this. So this is gonna need to be filled in with something, and we're gonna have to fill this with something here. That gap. Gas lines need to be done away from the house. I have to get something, whatever this is, 1/4 inch or 3/8 plywood or something, fill that. This back door gets replaced. All of the old wiring, I want it stripped out. I don't want it left anywhere. Again, more holes that some of this stuff we'll see from the outside that we can fix. That desk thing can go away once we get moving along here. Floors over here need a little bit of attention. This stuff was all covered I had to replace all of that in there. I should have had them replace it all the way out to here. But so we're probably going to need to cut up some of this in here and over in here and replace it. Some new sheathing. Back here, the cast iron plumbing needs to be taken out here. Cast iron, this is all galvanized, taken out. This galvanized plumbing can come out there. And there's more, so there'll be more things to fill down there, spray foam there. You gotta go overkill on spray foam because everything, all the gaps around pipes, every penetration through the floor and through the ceiling needs to be filled. Which I think means in this soffit up here, we have to that'll be covered. This will all be covered. We have to stop fire from being able to go from this cavity here into this soffit. So on the back side of this, here, all of this needs to be filled. So there's a gap here, like that big square right there. We have to cover them up because fire can come up here, go in there, and then it's up in the second floor. And they're gonna look at all of that stuff. So everything around these soffits has to be dealt with. Would have been nice to put drywall up before and then just put the soffits up. Oh well. Again, this window, that window's bad. Gotta come out and fix the framing all the way around it. This floor, man, this floor's a little bit off. This floor's a little bit dipped here. We may have to just, once we fix everything, we get the spray foam in, fix that hole, actually we'll replace all of this here. I think we'll cut it out and put new in. But once we do that, we'll probably end up having to do some floor leveler in this spot. It's just a little bit low. So, seems like that is, I mean, this, like that dryer vent, that old vent there needs to go away. It wasn't a dryer, it's probably the old bath vent. Needs to go away. Upstairs, we're gonna have to deal with probably some of the exterior walls upstairs. We'll see that from outside. We need to make this so we'll need to drywall this. Like, so we'll come all the way down this side with drywall, all the way down this side with drywall. All that wood will be covered in drywall. And all of this, cover that, and then this. And then I even think underneath those stairs. So this is just a drywalled stairwell. And then we will paint everything. The basement needs to be cleaned out. All of the excess trash, floor swept up, and then we paint all the walls white, dry lock all the walls. There's probably a lot of water down there. And then we move on from the basement.